Wealth rising, everyone. Trust this meets you well. So I'm making a video to also expatiate more on this comment that I made on this lady's post. So she made a video post day before yesterday where she was crying about how she could not afford to buy eggs, a crate of egg. She is a core member currently serving in one of the states in Nigeria, and of course we know the situation of what it takes to be a core member, how they often say you are government speaking and all that. And in that her first video, she did call out the president. Now, one thing I have known about government, and if you've been following my post, I used to delve into politics before now. And one thing I know about government is a leader is supposed to be accountable to their citizens. But ever since the time of Buhari, that actually stopped happening. That was like a faded reality in Nigeria for Nigerians. We now have leaders who are no longer accountable to the citizenry. They do whatever they want and they get away with it. So this lady cries at the fact that this is her first time of engaging in this adulting experience. She had moved, out of her family home where she was catered to, and now she's having to live life herself. And going to the supermarket, she's not able to afford the egg. 33,000 naira is not a lot of money in today's economy. Now she gets a call in this video I reacting to. She gets a call from the Nysc board, her is it LI or LOI or whatever. She's getting calls from Nysc secretariat, both from her LO and the main secretariat and all that, threatening her to not only take down the post but also making abusive statements to her. Now, the first thing she said, and the thing she said about President Tinubu, was, you are terrible at whatever it is you're doing. And if she's a citizen of this country, I think she has every right to say that, on the lines of, being a citizen who can criticize her leader. But because we are in an autocratic system of government and not a democratic one that is guised as a democratic one, it now seems as though her voice should be hushed. Now, this threat, you can, watch the video if you want. This threat is very, very serious, because I see it as serious because already they know her number, they know where she lives. And as a matter of fact, they're able to trace her to wherever she is lodged at, being that she be government speaking. Now, my comment says, if you feel threatened, please leave the location you are at to be with your family. Safety first. Yes, already she's mentally distorted by how much she's having to spend and the money not being sufficient for her. And she makes this complaint, and now she's been threatened alongside it. And now her safety is unknown, her safety is not guaranteed. So the best thing for her to do at this time is move. Now, while you move to safety, I would like to implore you, because one thing they're certainly going to do is either delay your payment or refuse to pay you. Okay? I did my youth service 15 years ago. Wow. Wow. So I know that for sure. So they may work towards not paying you your money, okay, at least for this month or maybe the next, or continuing on. So now it's left for you, and sometimes they might sanction you. They may have to sanction you and call you, to the board meetings and all that, to caution you in the sense as whatever it is. But it's now left for you to decide, do you want to continue this NYSC or not? First of all, think about it. What is the advantage of actually having NYSC in Nigeria today? The overall advantage of actually having NYSC is such that you're able to work with government outfits, government parastatals and all of that, right? That's the major essence because it's one of the requirements. But then again, with today's Nigeria, the current Nigeria that we have and as we have a president who didn't actually, who had a lot of disputes about his education and educational qualifications. We don't even know if he went to a university. Even Buhari himself, there was a lot of controversies around their schooling and all that. They did not have NYSC, but they insist that you must have NYSC to be able to work in government. But they do not have these, and yet they assumed the highest position. So the question now is, can you really do without these their jobs? If you think you can do without these their jobs in the government sector, then my dear sister, you're good to go. I, for one, speaking to you, I did the NYSC, but guess what? I have never had to use it for work. Yes, I present it. I'm not working in the government, parastatal or government office or government whatever. I am doing well on my own. And right now, Nigeria is more like a capitalist state. As long as you have a skill, as long as you know your way around, as long as you are able to speak, express yourself, and you own your skill and own up your skills and able to express it and put it out there, my dear, you have all that you need. You have all the resources that you need that will make you survive on your own. So it is left for you now to decide if you want to pack up on this whole NYSC thing. I know you may have spent a lot so far, so you might want to decide while you are out into safety in, within your family environment, people you trust and all that. Make this decision for yourself if you really want to continue, because they're going to more or less frustrate you. And to a great extent, one of the punishments or the height of punishment they can do, aside disqualifying you from having a certificate, one thing they can do is tell you to do an extra year in the service. Okay, so but overall, I wish you the best. You did not do any wrong to air your opinion, air your thoughts, and call out a president who is supposed to be the servant. It's only in Nigeria that I see that a leader is actually the servanthood is not attributed to leaders in this country. And it's so unfortunate. Well, I think I said my piece. I've said so much, but I hope that you are safe, and we'll hope to see you doing greater things in the nearest future. I wish you the best. Love and light. Namaste.